Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. I was so happy to read all the great comments you guys posted on my video the other day, and I decided today I'm going to do another video, very interesting video. And I was asking Chico for a long time that we can do this video, but he's busy, he's traveling, and I say, look, I'm going to do the video. So here we go. Why Chico moved to Brazil? And I know a lot of people spread rumors, and maybe you are new to the channel and you don't know that you are in Brazil, and you don't know the reason why Chico moved to Brazil. And the first question I'm going to ask you is, how far are you willing to go for your dogs? And that was the main reason why Chico moved to Brazil. And let's go back to the beginning of the process. And I want to tell you guys how this happened, how it started, how a struggle it was for him, how difficult it was, and all the challenges he had and we had together. And this is an amazing story. It's a beautiful story. And I will not deep into all the details because we need to leave something for the books. Otherwise, you guys are not going to buy the books. So, look, a few years ago, more than 10 years ago, because we are married more than 10 years, and he's here to supervise if I say something that he will say, call this, call that, you cannot say. But, it is my love. So, let's go back when I met Chico. We met in a very uncommon and weird way that I will tell you guys later. But we met, and the first opportunity I got to visit him, I was in shock. I come from a family that in Brazil here, we have a lot of servers, and I know you guys in the United States, and I'm doing this video in English first, and then I'm going to do in Spanish. I know you guys don't have this culture. The household, it is the father, the mother, the kids, and everyone helps, right? But here in Brazil, we have servers, and it's very common, very normal. So I come from this culture that you have the girl that is going to clean the dishes, the girl that is going to take care of the everything, the groceries, the thing, and you have the guy that outside clean the grass and put water in the plants. Then everything together is perfect in the house. So when I arrived to Chico's, I was in shock because I could not understand this human. For one part, so smart, so amazing, completely out of my mind. He blew my mind many times. We used to talk on the phone. My telephone bills, really, one time came like, I believe was 14,000 reais. The way we and him talk all the time, it's just it is really a story for a movie. So I arrive and I see this man. This was his way of working. He traveled from his house to the job 1 hour drive. So for him to be on the job 7 a.m. or sometimes 6:30, he needs to wake up like 4 in the morning because he needs to take care of the dogs inside the house. He needs to take each one of them. Look, for me, it's just unbelievable till now. So he take each single one of the dogs in. Inside the house, he have the males. They're going to breed, the old males, some old females, some puppies. I believe it was one room full of dogs, and each one of them he took out, pee, and etc. And he go in, clean everything, put spray. I remember this time that I learned something new. Spray, he put like a little bit of soap, a little bit of water, a little bit of disinfectant. I don't know how to say this.
Disinfectant.
And it is like this mix. He spray and clean everything so like organized, so each detail, and
Detallista.
yeah, he everything must be like this, and he was always prepared. He said to me that this combination said that is proper preparation prevent poor performance, and he was like this all the time. Everything like very and thinking about the future. So he take these dogs out, each one of them, and this room needs to be clean everything. And then when he finished this, he go to the shower, and believe me, was 15 minutes. Each dog needs to be outside 15 minutes and to do everything. And then was about 10 or 15 dogs. So is all the process took about 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours to do this. In the good days, because sometimes you have something unexpected and you have to, right? You will not spend 15 days, you spend more. So, and then he go to the shower, and remember, in Texas, sometimes it's hot weather, but sometimes it's cold, so cold that you have snow. So we are in this mobile home without a hot inside, only his room. So basically you have this choice: be inside the room warm, and then go outside to do all these things. Yes. And then he take his shower, and we have to run.
What time I take the shower?
I don't know, 1 hour after this. Let me go back to my video. And then he takes his shower, and we go out. He didn't have breakfast in the house. We look at this really great diet. In the middle of the road, we stop. We buy this Promised Land. I really love this chocolate milk Promised Land, very good in Texas, and burrito inside with eggs. This was our routine every day. He go to work. He arrived maybe 6:30, and he go out of the work about 6-7. So when he arrived home, look at this. He arrived, he changed his clothes, and he started working with his 100 dogs outside in the chains. At that time, chains was no problem, so don't come here, oh my God, yeah. If you want to cry, please cry first, and then you write your great comments, okay? So at that time, he will finish, because it's not only, oh, give the food. No, my friend, look, you give the food, you check the dogs, you check the poop. Maybe one dog is sad, maybe one dog is sick, maybe one dog has diarrhea. It's not like a mechanism. You have to observe the dogs, And then when they finish this, you have to clean off the plates, because if you left the plates with food, rats come, eat these snakes. Remember, in Texas, they have this rattlesnake, they have spiders, they have all kinds of dogs. So when the dogs finish, and we are talking about 1 hour, 1.5 hours, you come gather all the plates, all the waters. You have to change the water. We have to check if the dog have thing inside. You have to check the chain. If the chain has no problem, because we have accidents. All the details. These don't take like 20 minutes to do. It's a lot of time. 3 hours. If you are very detail oriented like Chico, you're going to spend maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Okay, and then you gather all the plates, you clean the plates, right? Because tomorrow is another day. And when you finish this, now you check all the dogs that are going to condition, and then you start the condition process, right? And then you start another 3 hours, and then you finish the exercises. You have to give food for those dogs, right? And then when you finish this, now is the time to check the puppies. If you have puppies, how's the puppies doing? The puppies are growing, the puppies are not growing. Deworm the puppies, give vaccination for the puppies, right? This is every single day. So believe me, I come from this culture in my country that you have helpers with every process. And I arrived to this man that do everything alone. Sometimes, yes, he have Boo Boo, his son, helping, but at the time he was living alone in this house. And the first 2 days, I cried. I cried because, not because I didn't understand the hard work. No. I cried because I said to myself, this man, he's so smart that he's using his precious time to make a lot of money in things that we can get helpers in my country. I was in my head, at that time I could not offer this at this moment. I will be like crazy woman. But I was thinking in my head, oh my God, this man is so smart. He could use his time to produce so much money, and he's doing this. And I didn't understand. I could not understand because I could not feel his passion he has inside for the dogs. And this passion that he have, it's what's drive him to do this every single day the same way or much better. So people could not understand this. A person that didn't walk this way, people that never do this could not understand. You understand? It's the same way like the other day the guys were talking about, oh, this Joe Bisson, this guy that fought with Canelo last time, he's a quitter. Guys that could never understand the pressure of losing the vision, pressure of pain, pressure of everything that inside the ring you feel. So I didn't believe that Joe Bisson, ¿cómo se llama el cara, coach? Joe Bisson, the guy that lost to Canelo?
Billy Joe Sanders.
Billy Joe Sanders. I don't believe he quit. So I just want to make this example so you guys understand that many people, they talk, but they don't walk the walk. You have to walk the walk to talk about this. So you here, my followers, look, I just want to paint this picture so you guys can understand, but you could never understand because you never do this. But but this man, believe me, everything he's told me in the phone, and we fell in love. Really, at that time my family was completely against us because she's this young girl, met this guy, the other part of the world, they talk only on the phone. But everything he told me, I fell in love with. And when I see this, the all sacrifice he did, all his hard work, for me, it's like I fell in love again, and I feel this way because he is the best thing that happened to me. And I need to share this with you. I need to share this man with you. You don't know this man. You grab something that he tell and you want to only see Chico for this. But Chico is much more than this. He helped a lot of people. And believe me, those people that he helps, sometimes they don't talk. And the bad people that have different have changed mentality or something, they talk shit, right? But I want to tell you about this. I want to tell who is Chico. And I fell in love again with this man because he was everything for me, everything. And not only as a human, but as a man with a dog that sacrificed his life for his dog. People don't know it. When Chico traveled the world with Chilindrina, traveled to another place with her, he left payments of his house in open, like not pay, so he can have money to travel. You understand? It's not about, oh, Chico have money, that's why he travel the world with Thais. No, my friends, we make sacrifices, we make priorities in life. You understand? And that's priorities that you have results like these incredible dogs. So going back to this time when I met this man, I met this amazing man that I'm married with this man 10 years. It's not where I'm married with him 2 years that I have all this passion inside me. I'm married with him almost 11 years. And believe me, he make me happy, more happy in every single day. And I'm here to show you who is he for inside, you know. And at this time I cried when I was in his house, because I feel this inside me. How can this man be so smart, and he's here doing all this hard-working job that, you know, for him is exhausted. He don't have time for anything else. And people at that time, sometimes he was on Facebook, I don't believe Messenger, and how do you have time to do all of this? Just simple answer: Chico will do what other people, Chico will do in one day what other people will do in 1 week. Just simple as that. It is like what he is. He is just like this. Koshi, can you put the fan here, because I'm hot?
Yes, I will.
So, and I don't have no shame to tell this to my husband, even if he's here with me. But you can see my feelings, and this is very good. So, going back to this time, I spent 10 days with him in Texas. And when I go back, one of the last days, I go back and I think about it. And when I arrived in Texas, I had this feeling, I want this man to my life. But when all those 10 days finished, I was 100% sure that I didn't want any other man that my father. Look, my father had all the plans for me. I'm the first child. And you know, the first child is like, oh my God, my daughter and everything. And he gave me all the list of prospects. Rich kids from rich family that have all the future ahead. They will guarantee me all the money. I will live like a princess. I will have to do very little in my life. And my father had this plan for me. And I'm sorry, but I could not go with this. I had a feeling inside me. I trust God a lot. And I trust God that this man here, that no money is going. Look, I will look off my way of thinking. I think, look at all these kids, this prostitute, maybe they are good people. But when the money goes out, when money finish, because money is like this, guys. They come and they go. But when money finish, or maybe don't finish in the life of these guys, they are going to be normal. And I don't know how those guys that grow up with money will react when money is finished. And always in my head, I think about this, and I wanted a man that is a hard worker and understand the basic principles of life and all the values that Chico has inside him. Never a drug user, never a alcohol user, never a man that like these superficial things, never. And for me, this was amazing, and I trust God to go in this direction, even though my family, and I was always a family girl, tell me everything. Oh, you know, the guys have kids, you are 15, maybe 16 years younger than him. Why this man is in the United States, you are here in Brazil, why he wants with you? And we is like two souls in the world that was not supposed to be together and find each other. And I could not let my soulmate, my it's not my soulmate, it's me. It's like, you know, we're supposed to be together in this lifetime. And not other people have this opportunity. I cannot let this opportunity go away. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry, Mother, but I have to trust God. And that's why when I come back from the United States, I was sure that He's for me. And then he surprised me. He asked me to be his fiancé by surprise. At that time, my father lived in the United States, in Miami. And as you guys know, I have some family members that live in Miami. That's why I have so many things that I buy in Amazon in the United States. I send to her house, and I can bring him here in my bags. But you know, at the time my dad lives in Miami, and Chico flew from Texas to Miami to ask my hand to my father. What else more I could ask for a man? You know, today you have people that are struggling to be married, and I have this man that asked for my hand, you know. So he asked for my hand, and I told him, look, Chico, for me it's my dream to move to United States because my family is already in United States. But I have to tell you something. For me, I suffer a lot what you are doing. And I think that at that time he also have a lot of problems with this, you know, if you had a pit bull, is very close to what happened with this guy, Michael Vick. And it was like a witch hunt of all the people that have pit bulls, even people that has nothing to do with anything illegal, has problems with pit bulls. Till today, you have some cities in the United States that they don't allow pit bulls. I believe also Miami lifted the ban from pit bulls, I believe weeks ago, months ago. So I told him, if you want to do great things for the dogs, let's move, let's do everything here in Brazil. And he told me, and I could not believe when he decided to do this, because could you put your dogs in first place in your life and left family, friends, house and everything to develop your dogs, to put your dogs in the first place? Could you do this? You that talk shit about other dogmen, or you just want to come here and say that Chico is a salesman, could you do this for your dogs? I can guarantee you could not do this. So this video is to show you why Chico moved, because here in Brazil we can get workers to clean the plates, to give the food, to check the dogs, to check if the dogs have diarrhea, to clean the water, to check up the puppies, and I and him build this amazing structure here in Brazil for the dogs, guys. So that's why we make this structure here, for build this lab that Chico had in Texas, and build a much more bigger lab for select the dogs, select the family of the dogs here in Brazil. If his lab right there was a lab that he had great success here, we could develop much more. Why? Because he could think about something else. He can structure where we are going to travel, he can structure what we are going to do, he can structure how many beaches or semen we are going to use, everything we can structure here. And he could use his time to make money, even for me, because I bring him to the family, to the business family, and he completely changed everything. My company was running like, imagine this big truck that was running with a lot of dead weight, and Chico comes and he get rid of all the dead weight and make this big truck to operate in his best way, like without dead weight, best gas, he changed all the components to better components. He could make a lot of relationship with my clients that we could not do, because he's a great salesman, and he changed everything. He completely changed my company. He helped my father in so many ways. He became the most valuable tool in my life, in my business here. And when this happened, oh my God, my family told me, I was super lucky, because my family, oh my God, Thais, you make the right choices. And even though other people say, my grandma, that is the only one that lives today, she loves Chico. She loves him to death. She told me, my granddaughter, you make the best choice that you could ever do. And all my other people that cousins and everything, they don't have the lucky I have, you know. I really have lucky, and I trust God that God sent me this man. And actually I fell in love with him because we met in the dogs, but he was for me much better person than the dog itself. So I feel very lucky that I have him in my life, and I make a commitment with him that I'm going to be with him no matter what, till the end of our days. And you can save this video and see this video, and in 30 years from now, you are going to see we are together. So going back to this time when he moved to Brazil, and it's very interesting because I want to tell you something. At that time when he moved, was completely difficult. Oh my God, to move all those dogs and everything. But at that time, he only have older dogs and puppies. And what this moment when we start gathering and thinking about buying dogs from other people, what this moment when Chico arrived in Brazil, that we only have older dogs and puppies, because Chilindrino was already old, Copperhead already old. We finished their activities, and there is no more puppies at this time because there is a gap. And we and him tell we need to buy dogs, and we buy black dogs, we buy brindle dogs, we buy red dogs from other people, we buy champions, we buy, you can imagine, the money was never the problem. We say, let's go and go to all those great places, and let's find out who is the dragons and the lions. And we bought the dragons and the lions. But when the dragons and the lions arrived, they could never be at the same standard of our dragons and lions, because we said, let's go do this, but we didn't understand that those people consider these lions and dragons of their own standard, but we have our own standard. So when you compare the dragons and lions with our dragons and lions, were completely different standards. So at that time when we find out that our dogs are in much higher standard. And that's why I tell you guys why I don't want black dogs, was because of this, because I spend money. How much money we spend on your statement? Because you can say, oh, I love black dogs and I love all the dogs for all the colors.
How about red dogs from somebody else? You take
Yes,
them?
yeah, no, of course not. But at that time we bought. So how much money and how much years you spend of your life building your statement, so you can come here and say, oh, Chico is a racist against dogs. No, my friend, we pay the price. If you want to pay the price, and I don't know, maybe your standard is different than yours, of some person that eat McDonald's for all this life, and this person eat, like, for example, a filet mignon. Look at this look at this example. You have a person that eats McDonald's beef all his life, and then this person tastes filet mignon. They will say filet mignon is the best of the best, right? And I'm telling you, I am the girl that eat filet mignon, and I eat picanha all my life, and I taste Wagyu meat from Japanese cows, olive fed, and I'm telling you, I don't like filet mignon. But this person that tastes filet mignon, but was eating McDonald's, and he said, oh, Thais says filet mignon is no good. My friend, but you are at a different level. I have filet mignon. I don't like filet mignon. I like Wagyu meat from Japanese cow that eats only olives. And for the people that understand about meat, they will understand what I mean. Only for the smart one. And if you don't understand, you can Google and ask some experts about meat what I mean. So at that time we bought all those dogs from famous people, and remember, we had also daughters and sons of Macho Buck that Chico bred himself. We have some Little John dogs. Oh my God, look, we fight. Me and Chico, we fight because of those little Joe dogs. But I will give this video in another time. Koshi, our friends are going to arrive here, so tell him I'm making this video.
Okay, 1 second.
So we fight for this, and at this time we have these dogs, and I could see it firsthand about those dogs. And we had some Damian kids still. They remember they are puppies and they grow up, and I could see this firsthand. So that's why I'm telling you exactly my experience and money and time and process about these dogs, because I paid the price. You understand? So I'm not come here making a statement because I don't like colors in dogs. It is because I pay the price. And yes, there are amazing dogs. They are black. There are. I'm not hypocrite to say there is no black dogs that I like. I like La Dentista. I really love La Dentista. I really like. Let me see. Koshi, what other black dog I like? Maybe Bad Rosemary. I like. I have friends that had her and could develop her and everything. What else? Chinaman. I think Chinaman, although he was a man biter and everything, I think Chinaman was a dog that really gave relevance, and I respect very much Vince as a dogman, and I think Chinaman was a very good dog.
Man biter.
Yes, was a man biter. At that time people could never understand some different things about those dogs, but if he didn't have anything better, he had Chinaman. And let me see, I think that's it. I think that's the most impressive black dogs in my list, in my size list. If you ask me about red dogs, oh my god, I have so many that I admire. Grand Champion Mayday, Grand Champion Yellow. The breeding of Yellow, if you saw his brothers, Grand Champion JR, Champion Missing.
I like Sega over all those red dogs.
Yeah, I know, but people, when we talk about our dogs, they say, oh, she's very no bias, blah blah blah. So I'm talking about other people's dogs, because my legends, if I talk about other people's dogs, is because my dogs are in the first place of the list, and my dogs are like this, number one, and then I'm talking about other here. Okay, so just to understand, I really love May. They already told you. Honey Bunch, of course, very interesting. You know that in the ROM list, not the ROM list of 30 years ago, but the most actual ROM list, after Honey Bunch, the second place is a dog that it is in this place because she bred with Awesome Buck. So there is our work reflecting in numbers. Number 2 dog on the RLM list is Tinker, because she bred with Awesome Buck. So what else? That's it, guys. I think I already gave you this story. It is amazing. Our life here is unbelievable. Although I really love to live in the United States, really, I love this country. Every time I go, I had to buy extra bags because I buy so many things. And I love the people. I love the way the Americans they think. I love the Latinos that live in the United States. I think that they really have this great opportunity to live in a country that it is amazing. I'm sorry for all the problems you guys have with all these liberals and everything. And all over the world we have problems. Here in Brazil we have the corruption problems. And our corruption problems is amazing. I didn't want to get this video so long, but this story is amazing, and I didn't give you all the details because I'm saving for the books. When you guys read those books, you are going to be so amazed. Believe me, we are prevent people to use our work really, because it is so amazing. Every time Chico give his stories to someone, they say, oh my God, we need to make a movie, Chico, we need to make this and that. So for you guys that ask about this story, ask about why Chico moved here to Brazil, was a combination of a man that really loved his dogs, fell in love with a woman that really loved dogs, and they together built this great lab of amazing legends. And now you have opportunity to know us, to know our dogs, to know our work and everything we do for the dogs, for the breed also, because what we do reflects in other dogs and other people. So we are really helping these amazing animals in general, so people can understand them more, people can know them more. And if you love the American Pit Bull Terrier, the real American Pit Bull Terrier, you really love what we are doing. Thank you very much. Thank you about the great comments. I'm sorry if you are busy sometimes and we don't make these longer videos, but I want to start doing these videos, and I'm going to start doing more videos and more videos, because the truth has to be spoken. And I ask you, my friends and people that love our work, to come here and comment. Don't be shy. Don't are afraid to be canceled, because people today, they're afraid to be canceled. I'm not afraid. People are talking, some people, of course, some very small mind people talk a lot of BS about me, that I'm this, I'm that, I'm ugly, my hair is ugly, everything. I don't care. I don't care about the cancel culture. I'm here and I have a job. My job is to tell the facts, the truth, and to help smart people. If I only help one person to understand the story of those dogs, what we are doing, I'm very happy. If I can change one life, and if I'm changing a lot of people's life, it is amazing. I'm already happy. So thank you very much. See you next time. Thais Lopez, bye-bye.